Hi there, I was asked to show somebody how to update the Nozatec truck sat-nav maps, and I thought I would do a quick video and I could post it here. It may be of assistance to others. Okay, one of the first things you're going to need to do is, if you've got a new sat-nav Nozatec, is to back up the existing file structure. In mine it's called the Primo directory, so we're just going to have a look at that. I'm running Windows here. So here's my local drive, C drive. That's an external drive I've got plugged in, and I'm just now going to plug in my Nozatec into a spare USB port. We've plugged it in then, and a couple of directories have jumped up, but I'll just show you here. We had C and we had I, and a couple of drives have popped up here, G and H. My Nozatec actually has a an SD card, a micro SD card in the slot. There's nothing on it, but it's there, which is why it's showing as H. So let's just take a look at G, double click on that, and you'll see that in there is this Primo folder. Maybe it's Primo, I don't know. And that is typically the content that you will see. So let's just go back. And once I see the Primo, what I would typically do there, I've done this already so I won't actually do it now because it does take a little while, is I will click and drag that Primo folder away from the window that you see and onto my desktop, or indeed into another folder on a hard drive, a portable drive, or wherever that I'm going to use. In actual fact, when you saw my PC, that passport drive is where I actually keep my maps. If we open that, where C, there's, I called it Nozatec sat-nav original, and that is my original Primo folder, whatever it's called, that I keep it. This is Nozatec sat-nav is where I've actually downloaded the maps, but I'll show you how we do that. So let's go back to the Facebook site. Here we are on the Facebook site, and what you do need to do is, we're actually at the front page, so there's an area down here. I'm looking at it on a PC. I'm sure it's pretty much the same on the map. You have this files area, and this is where there is some really useful information. I'm going to go here in a minute, but you've also got, you know, how to do map updates, some stuff about POIs, and the iGo user manual. There are variances in the way some of the different models work, but they're essentially the same. Okay, so assuming we've backed up our Primo folder, we're going to now go and get the latest, or at least 2017 Q1 map updates, which is what I'm going to use here. If you go on, click on that link, it will take you to a link to a drive, and if we go onto that drive, it's on Google, it will open up, and there you've got some options. And what I suggest you do is download, do them one at a time, but download the actual maps that you actually want. The other alternative from Google Drive is there's a download all, which if you click that, you'll see a little circle where it's zipping up all the files, and you will eventually, may take a while, you'll get them all. So I've actually already downloaded them, but I'll just show you typically what happens. So if we take Albania, if I click on Albania, you'll see it scans for viruses, Google Drive, and you'll see it downloading there. And that will typically, unless you've changed something on your PC, download to your downloads folder. So if I click on there and put show in folder, you'll see here is my downloads folder, and there I've got Albania 2017 Q1. What I tend to do is download all the files and then put them all together in a place such as a portable hard drive, ready for when you come to update. Okay, hope that's making sense. So let's go and update some maps then. What I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to put in the Czech Republic and Poland. Strange choices, you may think, but I've updated all my maps, but I am thinking of going across Poland way and Czech Republic way, so I'm going to put those onto my Nozatec in readiness, and it will be the same for any maps, whether it be obviously the UK, Ireland, France and Spain are probably going to be popular. I've already done those, so just for the purposes of this video I'm going to show you Czech Republic and Poland. So like I say, I would actually find them here, Czech Republic, there it is, but as I say, I've already downloaded them, so I won't put you through the boredom of watching them download. So let's go back to my computer. And there you go, there's the C drive. This is the drive that I've got all my maps on, and this is my Primo. This is my actual Nozatec sat-nav that's plugged in. So I'm going to open up that G drive. I'm going to open up that Primo folder, and I'm just going to kind of collapse that a little bit so that we can see what's on it. And I'm now going to also open up the portable hard drive, which is where I've saved my downloaded new map files. Okay, that's downloads, which is what I showed you before. That's there, and there is my passport, and as I mentioned to you, that's my original Nozatec files, and here are my new ones, and you'll see all the maps that I've downloaded there. So I'm just going to resize that so that we can see both folders on the screen, albeit it's a little bit on the small side. There we go. One thing I should mention is that as these all download as zip files, you can, if you like, unzip them into one big kind of massive folder with obviously separate names for each country: Bosnia, Bulgaria, Croatia, etc. But I actually work from the zip files. It's up to you. You will need, I'm not sure how this works with Macs, as I say, I'm a PC kind of person. I think Windows, the latest versions, certainly Windows 10, come with something that handles zip files. If not, you can always get yourself a copy of WinZip or something like that. Okay, so to recap, on this side we have our sat-nav Primo, happens to be G drive, and on this side we have our new map files. Okay, so where are the maps on the actual Nozatec? Well, they're in content, and you'll see there is a folder called map. The folders that we're going to be interested in here are obviously map, which are the actual maps. We're also going to be look at buildings. We're going to update those because buildings are well, sometimes when you get into a city you see that your sat-nav will give you a kind of a 3D display of buildings, which you might find useful, you might not. You can leave the buildings if you want to, but in the interest of keeping it all nice and neat, I'm going to do the buildings as well. The other thing we're going to look at is POI, points of interest, which you'd have points of interest for each map, for each country, and of course speed cams. We're going to have a look at that as well. We're going to update the speed cams if we have new speed cam files that we've downloaded. Okay, so let's do the maps first, and you remember that I said we are going to do the Czech Republic and Poland. So if we go down, let's have a look under, I've got them, if you click up here above the actual file names, you can sort which way they're sorted, you know what I mean. So I've sorted them alphabetically from the top, so let's come down looking for C, and you'll see Czech Republic. Now if you look at these files that are existing, which are on the sat-nav out of the box, you'll see that they're actually a TomTom file. So Czech Republic R3 TomTom. You notice there's only two files, an FBL and an FPA. That's not good. There's a series of more files than that, and I'll show you that when we look at the downloading ones. So for all intents and purposes, we don't want the Czech Republic files, so I'm going to hit delete, and I'm going to hit delete there. There we go. So we've got nothing from the Czech Republic now. So on to good old Poland. Let's take a look there. I wish I knew the alphabet. So Poland, you see we've only got one file there. Again, it's a TomTom file. If you're wondering about these here files, these are the new files that I'm going to show you that we've downloaded and how to update them. So Poland, there you go. So let's delete Poland. There we go. So we go from Norway to Portugal. So we've got no Poland files there at all. So now let's go and get our new map files. So on this side, which is my portable hard drive, which is where I downloaded them. Where was I going to go? Czech Republic. So I'm going to open the zip file. So if I double click on that, you'll see that the zip file opens up. I'm going to double click on the Czech Republic, and let's just size that up so that you can see. Hopefully you can see that there. We have got buildings, maps, phone me, don't worry about that, points of interest and speed cams. So first of all, let's go to our maps folder, and there you can see, let's see if I can make that a little bit clearer for you. You can see your files, and you'll notice the extensions. You haven't got just two, you've got an FBL, FPA, FDA, FJW, FSP, FTR. Not too sure to tell you the answer what they all are. I know that some of them are involved with sorting out routes for where you've put in your own truck size or your motorhome size, so you certainly will want them. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the top one. Usual Windows stuff this is. I'm going to hold the Shift key down and click on the bottom one so that you can see that they're all highlighted. I'm then going to click and I'm going to drag them across to my map folder in the sat-nav, my Nozatec, and when I let go you will see them extract from WinZip, and it will then copy them across. Okay, that's completed then. So now if we do a F5 to refresh that folder, let's have a look down for Czech Republic, and there you can see we've gone from 0 to a whole bunch of Czech Republic map files, which is good. I think I'll just do the Czech Republic here. I won't do Poland because it's exactly the same, although I must remember that I deleted the Poland, so I must go and do that. Okay, so let's go back over to our zip file, and we're going to go up and to the top, and you see that the different folders within the zip file. So we did maps, which was that one. We are now going to do the buildings. So there we've got, and you see for buildings you have typically a 3DC file and a 3DL file. Now before we copy them across, let's go back to our device and let's go to the buildings folder. And the buildings folder, you will find them. So let's look down and see what we've got in the way of Czech Republic. Funnily enough, although this was out of the box, it's got no files for buildings for the Czech Republic. So we don't have to delete them. If there were some TomTom, let's see if I can find some. So for instance, Romania has got some TomTom DLL files. If I was doing Romania, I would delete those. But despite them saying on eBay that it was fully loaded up, you'll see that certainly it's no good to you if you're from the Czech Republic, because they are missing. So I can copy them straight in. So I'm in the buildings folder, and here is my zip file with them in. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm going to select them both. So I've got a 3DC file and a 3DL file. I'm going to click on them. I'm going to drag them across. You'll see the little arrow changes to a plus to show that it's going to let me drop them there, and I let go and it quickly puts them there. And there you can see in the excuse me, in the Czech Republic we've now got a 3DC file and a 3DL file. So that's the buildings done. Okay, my voice is going. What's next? Points of interest. So let's go, this is the device, so let's go back to content and look for POI, points of interest. There we go. And you'll see these are POI files. I have read on the site that there are different formats for POIs, but these POI files certainly work on my device, and they are the files that are downloaded. So there's 3 here. Let's see what we've got in the way of the Czech Republic. You see there is a TomTom POI file, so I'm going to click on that and I'm going to hit delete. That's it, the TomTom file's gone, and now the here files, which are roughly the same names as my map, so I'm going to do the same thing. Click on the fun and shift and click on the bottom one and drag them across and let go. Extracts them and copies them over. Okay, that's all done. So what's next then? We would need to, we've done the maps, we've done the buildings, we've done the POIs. Let's look at speed cams. Okay, there is a speed cam file here. Sometimes speed cam files are text files that keep them up to date. I found that my SBCs move, I'm not sure what an SBC file is, but it's certainly to do with the speed cams. So what I'm going to do is go over here on the device. I'm going to look at speed cam, and I'm doing Czech Republic. There's nothing there. I think they are within these text files, the actual speed cameras. But in any case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy across the SPC file for the Czech Republic. And there you go. And there it is there. And that's it. That's done for the Czech Republic. All you would do now is disconnect, eject your device from the USB slot, and switch it off, and then switch it back on again, and when it reboots you'll have your new maps there updated and you can check it out. I'm now going to say goodbye. Hope you found that helpful, because I have got to do the rest of my Poland files. Okay, take care. Thank you. I've just remembered there is one thing I do need to show you just before I do my Poland files, and that is I'm doing Eastern Europe, Poland and Czechoslovakia. So you will find, if you look under Eastern in your downloads, you'll find that there are just opening the zip file, Eastern European map. They're not normal map files, they are a bunch of Eastern European HNR files. I'm sure the more knowledgeable people on the Facebook forum will be able to tell you what they're for, but I do know that you need to copy those across to your map folder. On my device I'm going to go to the map. Just going to make sure and see whether I've done them already. I can see that I've done the Western Europe ones, which you will also need to do. There's a bunch of HNR files. Copy them across to the map folder. I can't see the Eastern European ones there, so I'm going to right click on them and I'm going to drag them across to map. And they're extracted. Aha, they were there because it's asking me whether I want to replace the files in the destination. So I'm going to say skip, and I'm going to just make sure that they are there. Yes, they are there. Maybe it's my alphabet letting me down again. So they are there. So you need your Eastern European ones and you need your Western European HNR files in your maps folder. Okay, I will sign off now.